What means to be a hero? What are heroes for? These are some of the central questions on most action animated shows, often told through either the dialogue or the main protagonist. So what happens when a whole society is defined by this very concept? Now, that's one of the aspects around Boku no Hero Academia, or here in the West, My Hero Academia. Society develops the ability to have superpowers by birth, called quirks, that allows 80% of the population to manifest these powers at the young age of 4. Midori Yaisuko is a soon-to-be high schooler that has dreamed to become a hero, since the moment he watched the worldwide symbol of peace, the top hero of this society, All Might. Unfortunately, he is quirkless, so he doesn't have any ability to sustain his dream. Men are not created equal. A hard-true Kachan, his childhood friend, teaches him through bullying. The now heartfully nicknamed Deku decides to achieve his dream through hard effort, but reality hits back again when even his one and only hero tells him that it's impossible without a quirk. You may be asking yourself, how is he even the main character? Because he has something not a lot of people has, and that's an incredible will to help others. And this is the main characteristic that sets everything in motion, with All Might giving him the option to inherit a quirk, starting the story of Deku the hero. The story has almost everything you will expect from a battle manga, a great sense of justice, an underdog character, and a focus on action. There's nothing truly original on this show, but that's not what this series is searching for. The execution and the depth on each character is what makes it different. Let's start with Izuku, who is not your typical main protagonist in every sense of the meaning. Yes, he's idealistic, always helps the weak, and is able to make some really over-the-top action moments. But every single one of these characteristics has a flaw. He's also insecure, over-analytic. When he acts, he's feeling completely scared. His new abilities have a knockback that keeps him from reaching full potential, and his vast knowledge and quick thinking is what truly makes him shine. He doesn't win by purely passion, and his end results left a lot to wish for. Every character has a stereotype origin, but comes with enough flaws to justify some interest on them. All Might, still a bad teacher. Bakugo is prideful, but sensitive on the inside. This is a common theme on the series, showing heroes as people. Unfortunately, this cannot be said for the villains, that came up as purely chaotic evil, because of reasons. This is one of the problems of having only 13 episodes, but something well explained on the manga adaptation. The overall world is well represented, with the institution of heroes, the way the world has adapted to it, and also a wide cast of characters, being at least interesting to watch and to know little by little. All these concepts are still halfway through at this moment, they are just barely enough, but in any way bad depicted. The art of the show comes directly from the manga, and most of the images are more colorful versions of it, which isn't a bad thing, since they are pretty unique whenever the tone is humor, action, or drama. The use of thick lines around the characters is something worth mentioning too. Speaking of color, the ones used in this show are reminiscent of Silver Age comics, representing idealism through this image, adding a playful feeling to the series. Color-coded for your convenience may be the trope that best describes this series. Every character has a unique set of aspects that represent their personality. Izuku is green, Ochaku is pink, Ida is blue, and Bakugo is red. Other example is presented on specific moments, showing a blue scenery on some tragic moments and a heartwarming orange on hopeful ones. Studio Bones does an amazing work for the most part. Other important aspect is definitely its music. All Might's song represents his status as a symbol of peace, making us see him just like Izuku does. Another one goes to the training song, which means to represent the effort behind the world of heroes, symbolizing Western superheroes with English lyrics. And my favorite song may be You Say Run, which is used on the action moments and the one you have been listening until now. The opening does a beyond amazing work, but I think that needs a whole video on its own to be explained. My Hero Academia makes an amazing job in representing hope, effort, and courage through its story, visuals, and music, and that's why I felt in love with it. After finishing the story, I jumped back to the manga and decided to give it a shot, increasing my enjoyment of it. In the end, the arc shown on these 13 episodes feels well crafted and shows an amazing effort behind it. The only thing this series needs to improve itself is continue adapting the manga with most of the same technique. With that, I give this show a hero grade of 8 out of 10. The characters are well depicted and the animation is really well done. The story lacks depth at this moment and the art is almost there, but this is something the manga has already fixed and I would love to talk about it in a future video, so if this one gets enough attention, I will work on it as soon as possible. This series will keep improving, so I suggest you to keep an eye at it. This show made me feel happy about the traditional battle manga once again, so that's something I'm truly grateful for. This has been the All-Arounder Geek, Master of Nothing, Apprentice of Everything, and remember, this is an amazing time to be alive.
Nonsense!